So I'm gonna go ahead and say it because everyone else is too nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and implement the rule that we suggested, bottom left. So long as you're a customer, the only time that we'll ever hang out with you is if our time is being paid for. The fact that you're a coworker and a customer now, it's like, okay, well, so now you're a customer. And then because it's not random, that shit was posted 23 hours ago, and now you decide to comment on it. Which, whatever, like, let me see, what kind of response were you expecting? Something along the lines of, yeah, daddy, fuck me. Some shit like that. I'm not really quite sure. You're constantly blowing up the phone. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Okay. And we stopped responding to you. We stopped opening your messages for hours at a time. And then the one time that we accidentally did, it was like you just be like, oh, do you skateboard? Okay. And so it's like, yep, just a one-word response. Dry as fuck. Then they go back again, not opening your messages for hours at a time because you're trying to have a normal conversation after you just said, like, you can't be trying to have, like, what are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? What are you doing? And that's, like, telling you, like, oh, this is the normal shit day that we're doing. Again, this is what we're doing. Again, this is what we're, oh, eat my face, or feed my face. And it's like, all right, you're a fucking weirdo. And so we told our crew on this side, don't respond to him. Don't be his friend. He's clearly not a friend. He's just a customer. The weird shit that I'm not quite understanding where the disconnect is coming from. Obviously, but while I'm at work and I'm actively not making eye contact with you, I'm not saying, oh, hi, how are you? I'm not saying any of that. I'm purposely ignoring you. And then you approach me and you're like, do you hate me? Okay, why would you think I hate you? Okay, you can obviously tell we don't want anything to do with you, right? Yeah, okay. And so, but you still, as I'm like at the drink thing, you're like, okay. Do you remember me saying like, oh, you don't want to know what we think of you? Wasn't lying. I think you're a fucking idiot. I think you're a creep. I think that there's so many red flags about you that we're like, we don't really need you in our circle. $15 a month is not worth having to put up with your ass. But then we have to keep working with you. We have to continue to avoid and ignore you. And then even at the end of the day, you're like, you still want some help? Like, no, I don't. You can go home. And instead of going home, you lingered. You continued to harass me. You continued to try. I don't even know what the fuck you were saying before I walked away from you after the trash can and said, like, and I couldn't hear you. And I wasn't going to be like, what are you saying? No, I walked away, just continued. And then you finally left. Or I thought. I go into my car, and there you are, right next to my car. And so I had to tell you, like, hanging out by my car is probably not a good idea. I had to get into my car, slam the door, and ignore you.